Futures and options on futures trading involve substantial risk and is not a suitable investment for all types of investors. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. When I use the word I in this video, it refers to what I teach in my charting course or what I author in my twice daily oral and written updates. Prices shown on charts and quote boards are in real time and take into account all known activity up to this point in time. And if you'd like to read more of this disclaimer, simply hit the pause key on your video player. Good morning, all. Ira Epstein. Good morning and good morning, all, and obviously good Easter weekend. Now, before I get too far, today is Thursday, and this is the 29th of March, 2018 at 9:25 a.m. The most important thing is it's the last trading day at the end of the quarter, the last trading day of the week. There'll be no trading tonight in the normal evening sessions. Everything resumes starting on Sunday, so adjust. You have to do that. Now, in looking at the markets, what's the reality going to be today? It's going to be a thinner day, as a lot of people are already at the airports, going away to families, friends, whatever they're doing. You can see that you're getting a little bit of a bounce. Will it hold is going to be the big question. In the gold market, you slip down to a further break low. The dollar's giving back a little bit of the gain that it made yesterday, but it's very little. I mean, that market really soared, and you're getting very quiet action in the foreign currency market. That's to be expected. I think a lot of traders just are saying, okay, yesterday was the day that they paid attention, and we'll see where they go. Energy prices a bit higher, especially the natural gas, and as I pointed out in my newsletter, we have in the Midwest and the Northeast 2 weeks where the weather's going to be colder than normal, and that will give us more heating demand than is normal at this time of the year, so you're seeing that. In the grain markets at 11 a.m. Central Daylight Time today, we get the USDA stocks, and this is the quarterly stocks report, and then the first planting intentions report. So you'll get a flurry of trade after that, and then it'll quietly die down. Bonds and notes, wow, they continue to get bid. Bid means yields are falling. Remember, we were all worried about 3%, 3.25%. Well, you've reversed course by about a quarter point, which is very interesting. Bitcoin's still getting slammed. The market down another $545 right now. And the question, of course, in this market is what's the next low point? There's a lot of talk that a death cross could happen. A death cross, by the way, for those of you that don't know it, is when the 50-day moving average of closes crosses under the 200-day. Yes, you could have other minor ones where the 50 and the 100, but it's the 50 and 200 that so many traders focus on, and they call that the death cross if it's prices under both, the shorter term average under the longer term. If I look at today's personal income recap, up 0.4, that's what the market expected. In fact, everything here is right in line. The jobless claims data keeps going down to multi-year lows, decade lows, where now you're another 12,000 jobs down to 215. Full employment, for all purposes, it doesn't matter if it goes to 3.8, 3.6, or hangs here. I think we'll look back historically and say we've got pretty much full employment, and that's where you're working from. Germany's inflation picked up according to their Federal Statistic Office. The annual inflation rate measured 1.5 compared to 1.2 in February, and they were expecting 1.6. So while it picked up, not as strong as they thought, the preliminary March CPI forecast is 0.5 point on the month, 1.7 on the year. The harmonized, when you're taking all of the EU, is 0.4% on the month versus 1.5% on the year. Oil traders, they're getting some shipments, and now what's happening is as oil's being paid for by China, who's importing, China is now saying they want to pay for it in yuan instead of going to the foreign exchange for U.S. dollars. You're going to see that that is going to happen. That's going to be a shift away. I'm not quite certain what it means for the U.S. dollar, but it's certainly a little less of a bid from them. Reuters is also reporting that OPEC will continue their supply cut through 2018 and 19. However, there's a lot of concern that as they do that, for the rest of this year, what does it mean for U.S. WTI production? I can answer that. Higher production. I told you about the quarterly report, and you're going to read that some of this oil that we are selling from our strategic reserves around the world is coming in contaminated. And as that oil gets contaminated, the question is, where is it being contaminated? It can be decontaminated. Let's start with that. There are chemicals you can put in it, but you've got to do that before it hits the refineries, otherwise you start hurting the machinery. And with that in mind, Modern Trader, their free one-year subscription. So what this comes down to is this is what the current magazine for April looks like. The May will be out soon as well. Gives you an idea that it's an oil issue this time. And their stories are phenomenal because what happens is you're getting stories not only on futures, you're getting them on derivatives, individual stocks, FX trading. Then you'll talk cycles, commitment of trader, all kinds of stories through here on chart patterns that you can look at. And here's a little bit of how these stories look. I mean, I think they're phenomenal. Trading vertical option spreads gives you an idea of what to do. Then they'll take you into individual markets. Is there money to be made in crude? If so, what are some of the ideas behind it? Then daily you get the market focus. So you get a magazine once a month by email, and then this. It comes in a Zinio reader. It's really cool. I use it all the time. You can print the magazine right from it, and away you go. It is the future. And when you get this reader, by the way, look at all the other magazines you get in it, and you're going to go, whoa, this is pretty cool. How do you get it? Either call my staff. You can always go to our website. You'll see our carousel of free offers. You can click up here on YouTube or under us on many websites. It says, click here for Ira's free information. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great holiday. I will see everybody this afternoon as I do my normal videos. Good luck. Good trading today.